up, guys? It is April 4th, 2013, and it is a beautiful Thursday morning and a lovely day to play some games. Many of you are probably wondering, yo, Danny G, King of Herb, what is this game you are playing? But you would be retarded because this is a beautiful game that everybody should know. DDO, Dungeons and Dragons Online. This is a revolutionary game, ladies and gentlemen. Now, it is not the board game, although I respect that. This is the online MMORPG. I've been playing on this for a while, and I wanted to bring it to the YouTube audience, show it to you guys, because this is a game I have enjoyed and loved for a long time now. I'd say I probably started playing this a couple months to maybe a year ago, although I haven't been playing it consistently because when you're like me, you have so many MMORPGs that you just can't even focus on one. Or what you'll do is you'll just go really hard on one for a while, get super high level or whatever, then just switch and then come back to it later, which I've done with plenty of games. But I've been playing this for a while. For those of you who don't know, this is a great game, based off, the board game to an extent, not really, but it's a great game. It is technically free to play, but also it's pretty shitty unless you pay for it. I started off playing free to play, but I eventually switched over to a membership, which, you know what, to me, I'm totally okay with that. Playing for a game, if it makes you happy, keeps you satisfied. What is $6, $7, or even for this game, $15 a month? Who gives a shit? It's twice as good as WoW or World of Warcraft, bullcrap. And it's far better than paying $60 for some blockbuster bullshit coming out of GameStop, So as you can see, I'm a VIP account. I have many characters, but I deleted most of them just because they were kind of junky and not what I ended up wanting them to be. I'll just give you a quick perspective here, although I'm not creating a new character, of the layout and the character creation. As you can see, there's three main subsects, or sects, I guess, of classes. We have the melee, why did I choose a female? Melee, the spellcasters, and then the specialists. As you can see, the melee consists of the classic fighter, barbarian, the paladin, which is a very strong class in most games, and then the monk, which is unconventional. But this game really revolutionized the monk, and I think World of Warcraft stole a lot of the aspects of the monk class from this game. Secondly, you can see the spellcasters, which have, the sorcerer, the cleric, the wizard. The main difference between the sorcerer and the wizard being one is more power, kind of a big nuke character, and the other is more of a multi-dimensional, very useful character, which is always helpful to the party no matter what, but takes a slightly less damage approach to the game. And then you see the favorite soul, which is, to most of you who do not know, a lot like a paladin, kind of a healing warrior, but much better at healing, even better than a cleric in my opinion. In this game, they are even better healers than a cleric, and they can be divine casters if you want, I guess. And then you have the druid, which is pretty much a class that has an animal companion and can transform into a few different types of animals and elementals to have a great playability, although I do recommend that you have a stronger player base in this game and be a stronger player before you embark on a journey as a druid. And then finally we have the specialist, which goes into the different random classes that don't really have a fit in the other sects. We have the ranger, which is, as you know, a ranger. Although unless you have many true reincarnations, it does do better as a dual-wielding class without a bow. And then you have the rogue, obviously for, traps and whatnot. The bard, which is kind of like, for any of you guys who don't know or do know what a bard is, they essentially play strengthening songs and empowering party spells and whatnot with a side aspect of melee. And then an artificer, which is kind of a half trapper, half damage based character. But honestly, what I'm saying right now, for those of you who already know this game, these classes, there is no mold that you have to fit into. I'm saying, oh, a ranger could do best with two-hand wielding. Whatever you want to do in this game is your choice. You could be a freaking intimidate-based cleric, which pulls giant mobs, then just destroys them with holy power. So, whatever you want to do in this game, you can do, which is the beauty of this game, which was what I really love. And what allows you to do that is, for instance, if you just click custom, and then you have after you choose a race, which is the standard human, dwarf, then the rest is actually pretty original. We have the elf, halfling, warforged, which is one of my favorites. And then we have the half-elf, drow elf, and half-orc, which are all great classes. They offer a wide array of possibilities for your characters. Then after that, that's when you really get into the stats of this game, which really resembles the board game in that way, in which you have a different points and abilities that you can put into different stats in order to really, customize your character with whatever you want to do, And then you have different amounts of points to spend based on whether you purchase a higher pack, whether you play through the game to true reincarnate, which is where you can restart the game with as a higher level, but you actually go back to the beginning with more ability points to spend in the beginning, more skills. I mean, this is a very complex game, but a great game for those very reasons. So anyway, going back to the basics, as you can see, exiting character generation. Besides, also, I just forgot to show you, you actually do get a very great, in my opinion, customization to the character, to the looks of your character, which, in my opinion, is a great thing, and a lot of people love that, being able to customize your character so that you really get, what you want. You can choose from a variety of hairstyles, hair colors, eyebrows, eye colors, noses, lips, skin colors. I mean, whatever you want to do. So back to what I was doing. This is kind of just a setup video of what's going to be going on with this Dungeons & Dragons series. And as you can see, I have 3 main characters that I play with here in Thalanus, which is my server. I have Pax Monk Shadowslayer, which is was my original character. He is a dark strength-based monk. Very powerful, very versatile, very strong, level 19. Secondly, out of 20, which was used to be one of the cap levels, but now it has been increased to 25 as the highest level you can reach. But honestly, it's not just, you think 25, that's kind of low. It has a variety of subsect levels you have to reach within each level, so it really is a very extensive process of leveling to the cap. Second, I have King Wrath, which is my Necro Wizard. He's level 18 because he is kind of these are both my secondary characters right now. I'm not really playing them as much, but they're just kind of for fun. This is a Necro Dark Wizard. Great character, very versatile, very strong, self-healing even though he's a wizard. Very self-supportive. Same with Pax Monk. These are both very self-sustainable, soloable characters. And then we have my main character at the moment, which is Pax Vengeance, my level 19 fighter. Although technically he's not really level 19 because he's been true reincarnated, which means I've already reached 20. I actually reached 24, and then I true reincarnated back to level 1 and reached 19 again, which leaves him at a total of, actually right now, he is level 39. So yes, he's my main character, pretty strong, pretty powerful right now. Logging on, as you can see here, Dungeons & Dragons comes out with a variety of different packs you can get. Even if you're a free-to-play member, you can unlock or buy these packs just to play through them if you don't want to be an unlimited member. Although I choose to be an unlimited member, so I have full access to content, and I can do essentially whatever I want to do with this game, which is great because I love just having the full world for me to explore, play through many different subsects of character and customized leveling dungeon packs and whatnot. Different storylines intervene, throughout all this base story of the whole thing. So as you can see, this is my fighter, Pax Vengeance. I'll just open up, show you guys the basics. There's a good social grouping system for this game. Thalanus is a fairly small server compared to some of the biggest servers in this game, but I love this server. This is my home. This is my server, where you can see. Why don't we turn on the audio here a little bit so you guys can hear what's going on? Where we get the grouping system where people can open up groups and you can play with pugs, which are these pretty much essentially random groups that you meet. That's more of a World of Warcraft term, but you can meet these random groups, do dungeons with them. There's a guild system. Dwat guild level 91, representing the DWAT guild. This is a great guild. I mean, amazing community base, amazing players. It's great to play with these guys. I mean, I've been playing with these guys for a while now, probably since they were level 80, 82 or so, and they've just been boosting through the ranks, getting closer and closer to the max guild level. And these guys are great. I mean, I could talk about them all day. Great members I can point to in this guild. Guys who have brought me into this guild, shown me how to play this game. I mean, Cold Murder. I mean, just Year of Panda. You know, Doc Murder, which is the same as Cold Murder, same guy. Decardi. DDR also same guy as Doc Murder. Great guys, you know, that have brought me into this guild, showed me the loop, showed me the ropes, helped me progress as a player and a person. Great guys. So yeah, DWAT represent. Now, for those guys who haven't seen this game before, you can have companions like this. As you can see in my inventory, here's a variety of, you know, items, potions, you know, EXP pots from the DDO store. Different things I use, miscellaneous things throughout the game. You can see my gear set up here. Minos Legends helmet. Now this won't be as much to you guys who haven't played this game before, but for those of you who have, you will see my gear set up, be able to get a sense of what I'm trying to do here. Minos Legends helmet. I'm rocking the black dragon plate armor, which obviously you get from the giant hold raid that you can run many times to get scales and get this armor. I was using the Ethereal bracers now just because I was running some different dungeons that needed that kind of specialty. I've got health plus 6, ring of bluffing. Of course, you gotta have the voice of the master. You know, that's like basic. You've got to have that for the 5% experience boost. This is just kind of some bullshit I decided to use because I couldn't find a good item for that. I had the disease belt on. I haven't even updated my belt since I was running Wizzy King, Tomb of the Wizzy King, which you need the remove disease, you know, remove curse combo to get rid of those buffs. And then I have a couple different weapons, but I mean most of them right now are not too good. I'm just, you know, messing with the basic stuff. Got some basic axes pretty much right now. I've got to work on that. I made this character and just boosted through the level so fast that I wasn't really worried about gear. I'm just worried about continuing to true incarnate this character until then I'll worry about gear once he's at where I want to see him on the epic skill tree. You can see my stats here. You know, spell resistance, fortification, damage reduction, armor class. These are all things you'll get to know as you play the game more. Dwarf, true neutral, male. As you can see, you have a variety of skills you work through and increase and boost as you play this game. It's really personalized, let you do what you want to do. You have feats, which are base abilities and base improvements to your character you get from the beginning. For instance, toughness gives you a boost in hit points, which is essentially HP. You get a weapon focus, so even if you're a fighter, you can really focus on, you know, see, look at this wide variety of weapons you get to choose from, what you really want to specialize in, which is the greatness. Obviously, I don't have any spells because I am a fighter. But then we get into enhancements, which is an even greater level of customization you get on your character. I mean, I'm obviously focused on two-hand weapon fighting, axe damage. You know, you can increase your constitution, your critical accuracy, all kinds of things. It's, you know, increase your strength, your toughness. Then you get into crafting. Obviously, my crafting is bullshit because I actually have a different crafting character for tinkering and creating items. But I mean, it's giving you guys a sense of this amazing quality game that I love so much and I love so much to play. And as we continue, this is just kind of a setup video. And in this series, even today, we'll probably see another video with some quest playthroughs, some quests. I'm talking about quests, you know, dungeon playthroughs, some guild playthroughs. You know, just seeing what's going on. I mean, this is a great game, as you can see. One last thing I wanted to show you before we move to the next video, because we're approaching the 15-minute mark that YouTube has bullshitted upon me. I'm going to show you the airship system, which is pretty much what the guilds get to create. If chosen by the leader, they can create these airships in which they get to add buffs and a variety of different buffs and increased enhancements for the players. So I'm going to move on to the next video, and I'll be showing you the airships to get into some quest playthroughs. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe.